Dogs can be just as effective as home security devices in numerous ways. Dogs have a great sense of hearing and can detect sounds that us humans simply can't. Your dog might not even have to be scary for it to protect you. From guard dogs that may be legal to own in your own country, to dogs that have fierce reputations as protectors since Roman times, here are guard dogs you don't want to mess with. Hey guys, this is your host, American Eye. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy that video. Number 15. Chihuahua Doberman. Do you need to get a guard dog that will stay alert and watch the house, but don't really feel like taking care of a big dog? A mix between a Doberman Pinscher and a Chihuahua makes for quite an interesting breed. Although they can't attack quite the same way, maybe they can bark and wake you up in case a bad guy is coming. Many traits of the Doberman Pinscher are present, and it's almost like a miniature version of one. Number 14. A Chinook. The Chinook is a rare breed of sled dog that originates from New Hampshire and is their official state dog. The Chinook breed originates from crossbreeding Huskies with large Mastiff-like dogs. They're basically made to be sled dogs but can also work quite well as guardians. They can get relatively muscular with a proper diet and are quite powerful. They're also very obedient dogs and basically will do whatever you tell them to do. If you do decide to own one and don't have a sled, be sure to make the commitment to exercise them very often or they will become restless. Number 13. Australian Cattle Dog Mix. This is not a dog you want to keep indoors. It's quite muscular and requires a ton of exercise. Despite its excessive barking, it prefers to have a large amount of space to run around. They're native to Australia and are also known as Queensland Heelers. It's often suspicious with strangers as well as other dogs. If you're looking for a vigilant watchdog with a high amount of energy and have space in your backyard, it might be right for you. Number 12. The Puli. This is probably one of the craziest dog breeds ever. It has such a unique look that some people aren't even sure if it's a dog or what it is. These are energetic, fun-loving dogs who need a high-quality diet for it to properly function. While trying to keep them at your house, you'll notice it acts quite like a sheepdog, and this is ingrained into its genetics. Some owners have claimed that they actually trained this animal to round up laundry, and others have claimed that they're able of keeping off birds and other animals from invading their gardens. The Puli will need to enroll into some training classes, and after you pick them up from the dog store, it will most likely end up being aggressive and cautious towards strangers. It normally is able to achieve its famous dreadlock-style look after about 4 years. At least you won't have to brush them though. Number 11. The Tibetan Mastiff. This huge, noble dog is known for its solemn but kind expression. It also has quite an impressive double coat. It's been deemed as the most expensive dog in the world, and some have sold for prices of $1.5 million. Its watchful and independent nature makes the Tibetan Mastiff an excellent guardian and companion during various scenarios. Sometimes they can be a little bit too independent and not obey their masters though. They're also highly sought after by wealthy Chinese businessmen. Number 10. The Akita. Also known as the Great Japanese Dog, this breed can be slightly aggressive, and they're also known to be great guard dogs because of their alertness. They commonly participate in hunting and guarding activities and are quite low maintenance. When it's not protecting you from intruders to your home, it enjoys time at the dog park and also being playful or energetic towards children. The Akita does, however, need some training before it can be introduced to kids since it doesn't handle being teased with ease. It's still banned in some countries in Europe due to some unpredictable behaviors. Number 9. The Irish Wolfhound. Irish Wolfhounds are known as one of the tallest dog breeds out there, growing 32 inches tall on all 4 legs. The dog is making this man right here look like a teenage girl on prom night, towering over him. They are calm, sweet, and get along with their owners very well. Their history is rather intriguing. It's believed that these dogs have been in Ireland since 7000 BC and were even used in battle. Some believe they were even able to take a knight right off their horse. Up until the 19th century, these were exclusively owned by royalty and used for hunting. If you have allergies, this dog might not be for you. It often sheds its long fur, and you'll basically be finding hair everywhere you go. The Chusky. What do you get when you mix a chow with a husky? You get this fluffy beast. But it's really more like a fluff ball of love. They get along great with kids, but do require to brush their coats often. It's recommended that you have experience with dogs before handling one of these guys. They have very high levels of energy, and they need lots of exercise to keep them from being depressed. They also don't like being left alone for long periods of time. These big dogs can weigh up to 60 pounds and actually make for great watchdogs. Maybe you can even train them to pull your escape sleigh. Number 7. Military dogs. We've certainly seen dogs being used as useful tools for police forces around the world, but they are also used by the military. This dog we see here works side by side with his trainer, and he has learned to jump from airplanes and helicopters as well. This dog is capable of working on land, air, and water. Let's see a cat be a useful tool to the military somehow. Dogs such as Cairo worked for the US Navy SEALs and even helped take down Osama bin Laden. During his missions, he wears special gadgets like collapsible video arms, two-way audio communication, and other classified equipment that we can't tell you about. War dogs such as Cairo have even been given awards by President Obama and placed in the cover of the National Geographic magazine like we see in this photo. Number 6. German Shepherds in general. Dogs are going to stick out as one of the best pets to have during the zombie apocalypse. They have super hearing capabilities, a keen nose, and enhancing these senses will certainly help you survive. German Shepherds are going to be one of the best breeds, especially since they're loyal and can be trained to attack intruders. If you Google German Shepherd swearing, you certainly won't be disappointed. You can see in his eyes how stern and serious he is. You would really not want to have to testify against him. 2 barks for guilty, 1 bark for not guilty. With his paw in the Bible, you can be sure that he's going to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. In any case though, German Shepherds are one of the best overall breeds to be a guardian. Number 5. Giant Schnauzers. Not only are these dogs extremely loyal to their owners, they also do a great job protecting the house. These big dogs have big hearts and are normally a prized addition to the family. They're naturally lovers and not fighters, and must endure strict training to be a formidable guard dog. Violent tendencies will more likely never be shown by a giant Schnauzer, and they've been noted for their extreme discipline. Although they aren't the happy-go-lucky type of dog who will wag his tail every time you walk into the house, they're more of a territorial and intelligent breed. Depending on what breed you decide to go with, the intelligence will vary. But for the most part, all dogs are pretty smart animals with keen instincts. As you can tell from this photo, the dogs need a lot of grooming and are known to shed. It's certainly not a good dog to make a spur-of-the-moment decision to buy, and it may require a lot of planning. Although buying an adorable Schnauzer puppy might be tempting, it might not be the best dog to make spur-of-the-moment decisions. Number 4. Bull Mastiff. This popular mix is a combo of the Bulldog and the Mastiff, which gives it a much larger size than your average Bulldog. Some can weigh anywhere from 100 to 130 pounds during adulthood, and you won't want to get attacked by one of these guys. One of their notable features are their strong shoulders, which makes running and tackling an intruder much easier. As puppies, they can grow pretty quickly, which means you might need to stock up on some puppy chow. One of the qualities that makes them a rather good guard dog is that they're rather silent and are known to strike with stealth. Believe it or not, they are even used by Europeans in Africa to hunt animals like baboons or even leopards. Throughout history, they've been revered for their excellent performance protecting English aristocracy. Number 3. The Connick Corso. This smart and trainable dog breed has been known to work as a guard dog since ancient Roman times. Throughout history, they've been noted for their impeccable guarding skills, and their name is Latin, which actually means bodyguard dog. Throughout the Middle Ages, they were revered for their hunting abilities, and trainers loved them for their calm demeanor, which makes them naturally well suited for being a guard dog. For a long period of time, these were only known to exist throughout Italy. It's a fairly rare dog breed, and before 1988, you'd actually have to travel to Italy to get one. However, due to breeding efforts, they have been able to make more of these recently. Number 2. Boer Bull. Due to fairly common farm attacks in South Africa, guard dogs have become all the rage, and likely so. One of the preferred dogs among South African farmers is a Boer Bull, or also known as the South African Mastiff. European settlers brought over Mastiffs, which were likely crossed with native African landrace dogs for added speed. With some weighing 178 pounds, you're probably not going to be getting away if one of these are sitting on top of you. They've actually been known to hold their ground against some of the most voracious appetites in Africa. Their bravery seems unmatchable, and they fought to the end to defend their owners. The only slight setback is that the dog has been known to show aggressiveness towards other dogs. And number 1. Rottweilers. One of the oldest herding dogs to exist, the Rottweiler makes its debut as man's best friend during the Roman Empire. They found their way into Germany when the Romans decided to invade, and ever since, they've been a popular dog breed throughout Europe. Rottweilers are known to be intelligent and fierce animals, and their popularity soared during the early 1900s. They've been described as cooperative, willing to work, and when they have to be, aggressive. Their territorial instincts sometimes may get the best of them, and these canines have been banned from a few countries like Ireland, Ecuador, and Malaysia. Despite some negative media portrayal by the press, the Rottweiler has been praised as a hero in some cases, fighting off serious crimes. Sometimes even other animals attacking humans, like we see in this photo with a bear.